Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for a poetry writing video. In this series, we look at some sort of simple writing exercise together, and then we spend 10 minutes writing a first draft. Writing is often a lonely task, but I always enjoyed writing with other people, so hopefully this is like a digital version of that. So today we're thinking a little bit more about form than I usually do in these prompts as opposed to content. And in particular, we're going to focus on sound and rhyme. So we're going to attempt a Rimas Dissolutas poem. Maybe I'm saying that right. This form is pretty simple. It doesn't have any metrical requirements or any requirements about line length or stanza length. It only requires a rhyme scheme that I think you'll find to be pretty subtle compared to what you might be imagining when you think of a rhymed poem. So basically, you're not going to rhyme any lines within a single stanza, but each line will rhyme with the same in the corresponding stanza. So your first line in stanza 1 will rhyme with your first line in stanza 2, your first line in stanza 3. Your second line will rhyme with all of the second lines in each stanza. So the length of your stanza is totally up to you. If you're writing a 3-line stanza, your rhyme scheme would look like this. Or a 5-line stanza, the rhyme scheme would look like this. So my recommendation is to just write your first stanza. Think of an image, a scene, a feeling you want to evoke. Don't think about the form so much beyond just ending each line in a rhymable sound. And then go from there in your rhyme scheme in the second stanza. Okay, let's get started. Okay, your 10 minutes to write starts now. Okay, that's 10. Okay, so that was interesting for me. I haven't written with rhyme in this way in a while. I don't know, I think a lot of modern poets, young poets, are maybe a little too quick to dismiss rhyme and meter and formal verse as like tools that they can use in their own writing. There's this like idea that it's old school, but there are always interesting ways to make what is old new again, and I think using those and practicing with those sound elements and those formal elements makes you more aware of sound and rhythm in your free verse too. So a good exercise for any poet. So I wanted to feel the rhyme in mine a little more, so I went with a shorter stanza, 3 lines. But I also kind of softened the effect of the rhyme a lot by enjamming my lines. So far, kind of the end of a sentence or a grammatical phrase is not the end of a rhyme. So there's a little more flow from one line to the next. You're not necessarily having a hard stop with the rhyme scheme. And the line length is varied, and there's no metrical pattern. So I think both of those elements take out the kind of rhyminess that some people might expect. Yeah, I like what I have. I think trying to write with some sort of formal element in mind challenges you a little bit. You pick more interesting language because you're limiting yourself to a certain rule set. I encourage you, if you continue with what you've started, if you try to take it into a second draft, to think about other sound elements you can incorporate. Alliteration, maybe some internal rhyme within the line. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed giving this one a go. If you want to share anything about your process or your writing with this one, please do. Okay, thanks for taking a little time today to write with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.